Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a review of the Stabicraft 2100. This one. This is a real nice one. 2100 Super Cab Stabicraft. Twin axle trailer, look. Beautiful trailer. It's not even got an engine on it. This one. But just yeah, Stabicraft are really nice boats. I mean, you know, you're talking some big bucks here for something like this. You're talking over 100k with the engine. The size of engine, I imagine this is like a 200. What's it say there? Doesn't say. Usually, sometimes it'll tell you what size engine you can have on this actual plate. But this, you know, you can put a small engine on it, but it looks stupid. And it wouldn't go so fast, obviously, but you could put a 150 on it and it would be okay. But this sort of boat is more geared up for a 200 or a 250, something like that, I would say. But you don't need all that power. I would say 150 would be okay with this. Bearing in mind, it's a very thirsty sort of experience owning a boat like this. So, you know, just bear that in mind. But look at this, look. This looks like brand new out of the factory. So let's just hop on board. But before we do that, we just, you know, it's got a paint. It's got the, you know, it's got the aluminium sides here. Look at these welds, look. They're beautiful. And underneath, I'd say it's about 6mm. Plate boat. I call it a plate boat. So there's a fuel filler just there. Okay, do not overfill fuel tank, and the reason why you don't overfill it is because it expands in the summertime. Okay, and do not store with a full tank. Keep the boat level. See, the fuel expands, you see. So a lot of fuel tanks do have a breather. So if that happens, you know, you'll see like a load of fuel spilled out everywhere, and you panic and wonder what it is. It's because it's expanding in the temperature. So this is a plate here to drill in your sounder and stuff like that. Okay, and these are obviously your engine plugs where you screw your engine to. Must be a solid piece of material in there, like a composite or some sort of something in there. They used to use ply, but I'm not sure they use that now. There might be some timber in there because it's, you know, sealed, airtight in this aluminium. You know, you got your bungs through there into your buoyancy chambers. You know, and you got, so this is a sort of a fold sort of ladder to get on with checker plate on it. Handrails, look, handrails on here. So let's just go on board. Checker plate floor. Beautiful boats, these. Beautiful boats. For the rich man, I'm afraid. If you want to get one of these, but there's a bait well tank in there. Look, it's got a little plug. It's got a little window screen so you can see which jack mackerel to use. Drinks holders, you know, rod holders. It's got plenty of side storage for gaffs and things like that. It's got a jet hose system. Look, it's got a fold down seats for your passengers. More drinks holders, rod holders. So here we have C-Star hydraulic steering. Got a Maxwell capstan up and down, so that looks like that'll just pull up and down your anchor. Yeah, when you're buying a boat, anchoring and getting an anchor out is something you want to research. It's not as, if you're new to boating, it's actually not as straightforward as you would imagine, and you can get yourself in some difficulty when you anchor. If you can't get your anchor up, if it's hooked in the bottom, you can actually sort of unstable the boat by actually not knowing what you're doing, by sort of, you know, trying to pull the anchor out with the boat and all this sort of stuff. You can make the boat quite unstable. So you just want to bear that in mind. You want to do your research. Rule number 1: if you do get your anchor stuck when you're out at sea and you cannot get it up, okay, my advice would be to cut it off, and then just always have a spare anchor, tie it on and carry on doing your fishing. Do not try and sort of use the boat to try and pull it out. Get yourself in all sorts of muddles. I've seen people get ropes around the propeller and all sorts, and if that happens and you snap off your prop, then you're in a real sort of difficulty. So just bear that in mind. Anchoring and getting in anchoring difficulties, you want to be very cautious. It's actually quite a dangerous topic. Anyway, sorry to go off the ball there a little bit, but I'm just giving you a little bit of advice about little things as it comes apparent. It says here horsepower maximum 200. Alright, 7 adults. This boat was built in Invercargill, New Zealand. Okay, they've done a fantastic job. What we got here? We've got your USB in there, and you've got another sort of adapter, it looks like for a sounder or their transport. In this lovely look, the steering smooth as anything. Looks like you could have some speakers in here, but they've not got any in. Looks like it's a basement. You've got window openers, window screen wiper, and now you've got some seating under here. Now you can call it seating, but you could actually, can you sleep on it? Let's have a look. Can you sleep on it? Not quite, which is a bit confusing. If you had a bag or something, I'm still about 6 foot, so I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. You can probably put some bags in here and have your feet dangling at the end, but for some reason, you know, it's not geared up for, you know, for sleeping. Not quite big enough, which is, you know, when you're paying $100,000, over $100,000 for a boat, I mean, I want something I can sleep on. So I'd have a word with the designers at Stabicraft. So I mean, I personally wouldn't probably get this model. So you can just see a bit of the welds there and what goes on there. Put your anchor rope in there and stuff like that. But it's nice inside here. It's got this sort of carpet to the sides that'll help to keep you warm. Okay, and you've got an access door in here. That's the winch. What's this? What's this underneath there? I'm not sure what that is. And yeah, so you know, you've got some little screws in there. So there's a big fuel tank in here, probably about 200 litres, 180 litres, something like that. Very expensive to fill that up. This is where your battery, I assume, goes in. On my other one it did. So battery goes in there, connects up in there, nice compartment. So they're very nice boats, these ones. And you've got the cabin as well, rod holders at the top, you've got the anchor light there. Yeah, nice boats, but it's you know, it's for people who've got the money. And like I say, I'm not going to spoil anyone's fun at Stabicraft or anything, but you can pick up a really good second-hand boat, maybe 10 years old. Trailer will still be in good condition, boat will still be in immaculate condition, engine would have had hardly any use, and it would still offer a very similar performance. Might be slightly smaller, probably about 18 foot, but it would offer a very similar performance, and you could go exactly where this boat would go with a slightly smaller engine, maybe a 115, something like that, 18 foot. And yeah, it's so, and it'd be, you know, you probably get that package for about 30 grand. As we're brand new, something like this, you're probably looking with the engine, if you're looking at what, you know, you're probably looking at 100, 120, 140 grand, something like that. So you can see what I'm saying. You know, if you got the money, great, but there is some better better packages out there. Personally, from a sort of a, you know, a savings point of view. Anyway, guys, hope I haven't bored you to death too much. But that's the Stabicraft 2100 Super Cab. Nice boat, nice boat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me personally, I would want something. If you're paying that sort of money, I'd probably want to have something which is actually moored at a marina, and probably something which is a bit bigger, probably about 30 odd foot, 3 feet, something like that. If I'm paying that sort of money, I'd probably want to get an older, sort of bigger, heavy-duty fisher boat, something like that. You know, just a bit of stern drive, or sorry, shaft drive, something like that. But hey, these are fast. These boats are fast, and it's nice to get out on the grounds quick. But you know, you're going to need your mates to come with you to cover that fuel bill. All right then, guys. Take care. I'll see you later.